when I gave the word. Now in the morning I sleep alone. Sweep the streets I used to own. I used to roll the dice, feel the fear in my enemy's eyes, listen as the crowd would sing. Now the old king is dead, long live the king. One minute I held the key, next the walls were closed on me, and I discovered that my castle stand upon pillars of salt and pillars of sand. I hear Jerusalem bells are ringing, Roman cavalry choirs are singing. Be my mirror, my sword and shield, my missionaries in a foreign field. For some reason I can't explain, once you've gone it was never an honest word. That was when I ruled the world. It was the wicked and wild wind, blew down the doors to let me in, shattered windows and the sound of drums. People couldn't believe what I'd become. Revolutionaries wait for my head on a silver plate, just a puppet on a lonely string. Oh, who would ever want to be king? I hear Jerusalem bells are ringing, Roman cavalry choirs are singing. Be my mirror, my sword and shield, my missionaries in a foreign field. For some reason I can't explain, I know St. Peter won't call my name, never an honest word, but that was when I ruled the world. Jerusalem bells are ringing, Roman cavalry choirs are singing. Be my mirror, my sword and shield, my missionaries in a foreign field. For some reason I can't explain, I know St. Peter won't call my name, never an honest word, but that was when I ruled the world.
Hiya.
Hello.
Guess what? I was unsubscribed from you.
What?
Exactly. I had to resubscribe and redo my notifications. I was busy watching, that fat shit. And Wendy's gone live, and I was like, I ain't got a notification. Anyway, I typed in your thing, and you was live. I was like, what the fuck? When I come on, I could see that it said subscribe. I had to subscribe again.
Ooh.
So I reckon they've been unsubscribing some of your followers. They did that to me for a while as well. Yeah.
Why do they do things like that? Weird.
Yeah. Mm.
Anyway, as some people know, I was invited onto another channel to talk about Tommy. But I don't know when he's going to learn, that I always get him in the end. There's no way I was going to turn up for that.
Well, there's no point. I'd like to go through all the articles that they've just read out. Funny enough, I know we can't share their screen, but I think it would be interesting to listen to the bullshit that they're saying, because they're totally biased. And look, that kid Bailey, what happened in that school playground? And we have to be careful because let's remember that the court hasn't ruled on this yet. But that kid Bailey, what happened in that school playground was very mild compared to fights that I saw growing up in school playgrounds.
Exactly. Yeah.
There's no way it was a waterboarding. No way on earth.
Yeah, I got expelled for kicking someone in the face.
But according to Brian, such things didn't go on in schools.
Really?
Yes, it does. Yes, it does go on in schools.
Like I've done worse myself. Not proud of anything, but
No. So, what was he reading out, Jude?
Well, she was reading out newspaper articles from the time, but what was interesting was what the solicitor was saying on why he suddenly decided to take on Jamal's case and all that shit. It's all a load of old bollocks. Look, I remember this very, very clearly because I was in a group on Facebook and it was called Free Speech, yeah?
Yeah.
And Tommy Robinson supporters and all these ones. I was in all these kind of groups, right? And I remember that there was a group on there that had a lot of left-wingers in. I can't remember what the group is called now, but I was involved in that as well. I was on there just watching stuff. They set Tommy Robinson up.
Yeah, they did. I remember it, yeah.
So the incident happened. Mainstream media, not Tommy Robinson. Let's get the timeline correct. Mainstream media put it in the newspaper first.
That's right.
Okay. Everybody started sending in donations, how terrible it was. A kid getting picked on for the colour of his skin, because that's how it was written in the newspaper. Okay. But the same time as that was happening, I was in these groups and we could see things being posted where apparently it was Bailey's mum. Okay. Bailey's mum was attacked, this, that, and the other. The original video of the kids was put out there where you could quite clearly see he wasn't waterboarded. You could see it was only one kid and not several kids like they tried to suggest.
Yeah.
And in the same week, there was another video that was put out with a little white girl sitting at the back of a bus and two Muslim girls attacking her. Do you remember?
Yeah.
No one mentioned that. No one was outraged about that. They was only outraged about this poor little Jamal. Yeah. Then there was people claiming that he was a bully, and there was people counter-claiming. And then there was people writing on Tommy Robinson's thing, can you take a look at this? Can you take a look at this? This is what the mother's suffering, this, that, and the other. And he was actually corresponding with someone that he thought was the mum.
That's right, yeah.
He's actually an imposter, okay? And they set him up because he ran with he ran a narrative from those discussions, yeah? Then was called out because it was somebody that was a plant, yeah? So they were laughing at him for not checking
it. That's right, not checking it, yeah.
Yeah. So he then got in touch with the real mum, and it happens to be that when he got in touch with her, it turned out that he was quite correct anyway. She was being harassed, and she was in need of help. And quite ironically, this woman sitting over there, that bleeding hole, whatever she is, Tampax fucking dweller, whatever, right? She is over there reading an article about how they did it. Poor Jamal couldn't go to school. You know, he didn't want to move out of the area he was born in, and how people wanted to make sure he felt welcome in this country. Well, what about the fucking kid that was born here, that defended his sister, that only had a playground squabble and threw a little bit of water over somebody, not waterboarding, who got run out of his house, and his sister and his mother and him were being threatened with rape.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So, let's weigh things up properly. I'm not condoning any kid fighting. But I know when I was at school, if one of my little sisters got picked on or my little brother, I'd have been straight in there to defend my fucking siblings. I'm old school. My parents brought me up, right? And that's why I'm probably like I am, because I'm the eldest, yeah? If someone gets fucking, if the youngest one gets an iodine, the next one up goes out and sorts it out. Then the next one, then the next one. And I was the fucking eldest. Can you imagine how many fights I was fighting? I was fighting
Oh,
my
yeah.
own as everyone else is in my house. No, but do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Why is this court case taking so long, though? For a verdict?
Don't know.
Is this usual or it took forever?
Not as far as I know. No, it's not usual.
Not the most complicated of cases, isn't it? Really?
Yeah, so he's talking a load of bullshit over there. Then, well, with her reading the stories out, you know, and then he's saying, "Oh, you don't know Tommy Robinson." Well, me and Wendy have never ever claimed to know Tommy Robinson personally. I just
Oh, come
happened
on. Come on, Jupe. You've got to admit we live next door to him, love. Come on.
to. I just agree with a lot of what he says. I don't agree with everything he says. I'm sure that he doesn't agree with everything I say. But if I want a representation of how I feel about a lot of things, he sure hits the nail on the head 99% of the time.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? So, you know, I do sort of like stand shoulder to shoulder with him against grooming gangs. I will stand shoulder to shoulder with him on keeping our freedom of speech. But by the way, fascists would like to take off us. The extreme right would like to take this off us. The extreme left would like to take this off us. One wants communism, the other one wants dictatorship. Both of it takes away our own choices. This is what people need to remember.
Who's this safety net person?
I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, all right, safety net. I don't know who you are. Therefore, I don't know if what you're saying is true.
Not true.
You know. That's the thing over there. Now he reckons he's going to Batley to see Tommy. I don't know if Tommy's still going, by the way. As far as I know, he is, but I've heard other people saying he's not. So,
Well,
he might have actually pulled out at the last minute because of tensions or something. I don't know, but what does Hurl think he's going to do? What he thinks he's hard because he's going to go down there and ask him a question. All it is clout chasing. That's all it is, clout chasing.
Oh, okay, Jay. All right then. Right, yeah. So, listen to the way he speaks. Right, earlier when I was on his channel, pure hatred for somebody he doesn't know. No, yeah, it's ridiculous.
Tommy, I'll tell you right now, you're a fucking coward. You are a fucking coward. Tommy Stephen Yaxley Lennon. If you don't turn up, coming up, bring up Glenn Sapper, bring up T. Smith. I'm coming. Yeah, I've got my security coming with me. Only two. We need special forces. Yeah, I'm bringing my two and my cameraman. 7A Films confirmed. He's at Speaker's Corner right now. Looking for Banksy for me. So, 7A Films, big up 7A Films, who's coming with me and a couple of others. So, Tommy, you will be a fucking...
So, Tommy's got ex-SAS, because that's his security. Ex-SAS.
Yeah.
And 7A Films, who's, what, a 17-year-old kid or something? I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, let's listen to what else, because, yeah.
Right. Coward. She said you're going. Wendy.
Hi, yeah, what do you mean he put, Tommy's not going.
He put out 3 days ago on Anne-Marie Waters, he talked to Anne-Marie Waters, saying he's going to the Batley on the 26th. I'm going up on the 25th. And then he said what they call it, is it Telegram? Telegram?
Telegram, yeah.
Yeah, he's going to Batley So,
Well, I've had a look on Telegram. Strangely enough, I can't find anything.
Listen, whether Tommy goes or not, right? He knows who Brian Earls is, only because he's become a nuisance to everybody, right? But he don't give a fuck about him. He put out a message before saying he don't know him. He don't give a fuck about Spurgs online fucking fighting with each other. He's already said that. That's number one. Number two, yeah? Just because Zubida managed to go down to Speaker's Corner and shout from behind me, behind the fence, doesn't mean that he'll get any closer than that. Zubida didn't get that close to him. And there is no way, they do a recon beforehand anyway, but there is no way that he will get close to Tommy Robinson. There's no way.
Well, yeah, it shows his delusion. Yeah.
Yeah, but even if he manages to, he's only going to show himself up because he thinks he wants to be a hero and try and make. Do you know what pisses me off? Right, Stephen, like Yaxley Lennon, as fucking thing he says because he thinks everyone does the same, and we all fucking know it. I don't know why they do all this shit, right? Tommy was the most hated man in Britain for so many years, and then overnight people realised actually he was talking the truth. Yeah. And the extreme right couldn't handle the popularity, and nor could the extreme left. And so they plotted and planned together to send in infiltrators. And we've had them. We've had infiltrators. We've had people that slag off people like you and me, Wendy, just ordinary housewives who have got children or grandchildren who can see the way this world is going. White women who don't like the way that they're disrespected just for the colour of their skin. Suffering racism, right? Whether they like it or not, we are suffering racism in the attitude that these men have got against us, right? And we could see what was going on with these grooming gangs, and we were outraged. We were outraged. And we realised actually all this time there was truths being spoken. And Tommy had the charisma. And this is what a lot of these people on the right, there's a lot of men on the right and a lot on the left that are really jealous of him. Really jealous of the fact that somehow he hits home with the working class. And isn't it interesting that the McCarthy plan, Paddy McCarthy, is now over in the side chat, over on Brian's, bigging them up, and they've all greeted him as if they already know him.
Oh, well, he's he's a big friend of Ralph, isn't he? Oh,
yeah,
Michael,
it's Michael, isn't it? Michael McCarthy or something.
Hang on, what have I done? So I find it very interesting in what who knows nothing about Tommy Robinson, by the way, really. I mean, everything he's been told, it sounds like it's been told by Ralph or the other one, Sabida.
Yeah.
For the past, year? They've been trying to get close to him. Ralph's been trying for 2 to 3 years. They just want clout off of Tommy's name.
Right,
Tommy
No, I know, love, I know. Here we go.
I'm going to go and interview him. And
he won't let you interview him.
You've got a choice.
What do you mean he's got no choice?
Because I'm going to put it right in his face.
Well, he won't. People, his security won't let you near him.
His security? What, 60-year-old fucking volunteers?
No.
It's got, what, Glenn Sapper's lot? Are you so serious?
No, not Glenn at all. No.
Well, I'll tell you what, Wendy, I'm going. We're going to be up there on the 25th. Yeah, we're booking him. Yeah. If he goes, watch what I can do. Yeah. Yeah. So that's what I'm going to say.
What do you mean what you can do? You can't do anything. Number one, he's not going. And number two, even if he was going, you wouldn't get anywhere near him.
Well, if Sabina can get near him, yeah, and she's a little 4'9" woman, you don't think I can get near him, right? To security.
Well, forewarned is forearmed, isn't it?
Exactly. That's why I'm not scared. I'll give him a week's notice. Ralph put it on his channel. Give him 4 days ago.
Ralph, yeah?
Yeah, put him 4 days ago.
What does Ralph know? Ralph knows nothing.
He's a very intelligent. Oh, come on, Wendy, you've got respect.
Hang on, Brian. Do you think? Wait a minute. No. Yeah, Brian. Do you think that Tommy knows Ralph or something?
No, but he's got like 3,500 people. He's quite an intelligent man. Come on, he's an intelligent man. I know where Tommy's living, and he ain't living with his pals in a bedsit. He's living in a seven-bedroom farmhouse. I've got videos of on his quad bikes. I've got videos on his motorbikes. He's living in a 7-bedroom farmhouse. That's rented. Fair dues. It's not his. It's rented. I want to know where the money's gone. I want to know where the 450,000.
Stop.
Fair dues. It's not his. It's rented. It's rented. He's such a liar.
The thing is, it doesn't matter, right? He fills in the gaps with his own fucking mind. But he hasn't got. He's talking like he's got some special information that none of the rest of us. He sees the same videos that we fucking see. You know what I mean? And all this bullshit that he keeps coming out with is just leftist propaganda. It's obvious that Bleeding Heart is Antifa because in the beginning she didn't deny it and then she slowly covered it up. But the fact of the matter is, look, what's he going to do when he confronted Buster and
yeah,
Steve? He was shaking like a leaf, like someone said in the side chat. But what's he going to do? Is he going to go down there looking like a psychotic when he was looking for me in Speaker's Corner? Jibby-ah. What's he going to do? Go back and go, Tommy, look at me, Tommy, look at me. And then what's he going to do? Go up there and say, you're a racist. What, do you think Tommy ain't been called that before?
Yeah, exactly. You know, do you think he's not used to being called names? Do you think he doesn't get people that just want to interview him? But Hal thinks he's something special. He's going to get close to him. And as you'll hear in a minute, he actually says that if he's not allowed to interview him, he's going to go to his home. Yes. He'll go to Tommy's house.
Any of us can get close enough to Tommy if we wanted to ask him a few questions. Tommy took photos with 10,000 people of the population when out on his freedom for his freedom march. Every single person that was there got a fucking photo with him.
Yeah, but the reality is, Brian on that day, depending on where he is, people are looking for him anyway. So odds are he's going to get a slap before he gets near anyone, from what I've heard.
Well, like I said, forewarned is forearmed. Yeah. Which is why I'm gone live, because I know certain people listen. So forewarned is forearmed, yeah.
That's it. So you better have your security with you tight and ready, Brian. Because
watch out, Tommy. You're not fat beg hurl, little zippity doo, and maybe the dancing Egyptian all turning up. All turning up to follow you around Batley.
Find the biggest group of Muslims and stick to them like glue, mate. If you stray away from that, you're getting slapped.
Well, yeah, all these things he keeps coming out with. So
it's just crazy, Nick. But they're all going nuts lately on these channels. I mean, we've had Dan off his rocker again, coming out of his fucking weird stories and fucking the way that he's fucking spiced up with the past. And now you've got this one hurl. They're all fucking off their head, I'm telling you. All of them.
Well, I did laugh because I was hunting through something and I saw Tommy, and it was like happy Father's Day to all dads, right? And I thought, oh, that's okay, whatever. 2 minutes later, Hal goes live. Yeah, happy Father's Day to all dads. I thought, who does this man think he is? Happy Father's Day.
Yeah, and there he was pretending that he had all these things. This isn't a lie. I was on Dave's live stream and I had to cut it short because my family turned up to visit Hector who and my elder kids are not even his biological children; they're his stepchildren,
Yeah.
and that's how much respect my family have got. And then you've got Brian Hurl on there pretending all his kids visited him. I don't believe him. I don't believe him. Don't believe him at all. Why would you cut short your visit to go on a live stream?
You wouldn't, would you?
No.
Oh, fucking fool. Right.
£1,000 for the documentary's gone because he's bankrupt. He owes that money to the Inland Revenue. So I know why he ain't paid them. Because he ain't paid them.
But can I ask a question? What's it got to do with you?
So I don't like him, and I don't like it. He fucking robs many ex-veterans. And you, of all people, have changed your tune on him, Wendy.
Oh, wait a minute. Who said he's robbed ex-veterans? See, that's another lie.
What about the £3 million that went missing?
Right.
What
Can we
£3 million? This is a ballpark figure that's come out of nowhere, come from Caitlin.
Well, it was $1 million.
Yeah, it's gone up.
But and the robbing of ex-veterans, that's not true.
No,
Yeah, but
it's
he's a man who's convicted of stealing from dying children, so fuck him and his opinion. The fucking old bastard.
Yeah, but the thing is, Dave, I know what you're saying, love, but the thing is, there are people who actually believe that fucking idiot. Yeah.
Yeah, true.
So he said Tommy had, stole from extra veterans, which he hasn't, and stole £3 million, which he hasn't.
Mm. The number I always consistently heard was £1 million. Now it's gone to 3. So I don't
Look, even if he managed to collate together £3 million, nobody forced people to donate. He said it was for court costs. He's had one court cost after another. I mean, I'm not going to lie. If I was a multi-millionaire, I'd be giving Tommy money.
Yeah, but it's the lies. It's the constant lies, yeah, that this guy makes up. Esau, fuck off. I'm not letting you on. Go away. Why does Esau do this? I don't understand.
It's probably not Esau. There's been a person going around all the back chats making out to be people to sort of like to accelerate the arguments. I've got a feeling it's freedom for Britain.
It's Paul M or fucking Esau from the looks of it, in my opinion.
Yeah,
right. The other day when Betty was going off on Zabida was shouting and hollering over on Hurls. And there was someone in the back chat arguing with her. Wasn't Zabida?
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, this is the £3 million that went missing that the Guardian did a report on, and the American, we're talking about the New York Times, did a report on. Where's the £3 million? Now you don't even like him. You don't even like Tommy anymore. Let's be honest, Wendy. Let me ask you a question.
No, I do like Tommy, but I'm not one of these people that will agree with everything he says and does. Yeah.
No, let's put it down to basics. Let's break it down. Like, put our differences aside. Right now, could he or could he not have done a fucking lot of good with the name and the power that he has? Could he not have done a lot more?
Well, anyone who knows me well enough knows that that's exactly what I've always thought. Yes.
Well, I didn't know that. Yeah. Has he? Okay, yes,
Stop, because I want to cut in here. Tommy could have done a whole lot more, and Tommy will do a whole lot more. But he keeps having stumbling blocks from the establishment, putting him away when he had been put away. He was put away for 3 summers consecutively, 2 summers consecutively, and the next one he had a court case pending. He's been taken off of every mainstream platform. Every time he finds a new platform, they find a way of getting him off there. So basically, it's hard for him to get to the people that do stand with him. But considering all that, he still manages to break through. Just goes to show just how many people do actually listen to him, to be fair, Wendy. But it's hard for him to do anything when he's got people completely obliterating his support. He's got infiltrators. He's got people putting out false propaganda. He's got people around him at times that misadvise him. He's got people in the establishment that are going after him. And then you've got the mainstream media with their lies. Very difficult.
Well, yeah, because he can't shake off, unfortunately, he can't shake off the tag of the EDL. Have you noticed that? Even, it doesn't matter what story they do about him, or who's talking about him on the news. It doesn't matter who it is. They'll always say, "Oh, former leader of the EDL." Always, they just won't let that go. Yeah. But
I don't. Yes, but then after looking into Tommy, I mean, I used to think that he was a right royal racist before I got to understand. When I went to take a look at him and understand why someone would be so racist, I suddenly found that actually he wasn't racist. I've often said this before, and compared to patriotic alternative, compared to what Ralph wants, compared to a lot of these people in the British National Party, compared to the Jada Fransons of this world, EDO ain't that bad,
No, but listen, the trouble is that nobody can galvanize as many people together in one place as much as what Tommy can. And that's what the state doesn't like.
That's it. Yeah, he's got too much power.
If say when he was saying, "Oh, come, people turn up for this," and I don't know, 30 people turned up, the state wouldn't have touched him. It's because he has this power to, like Dave said, to mobilize the working class to move and get something done, or try to get something done. And there's been blocks put in his way at each step. Yeah?
Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, I don't know how many times now I've heard people go, "Well, if he really cared about girls being groomed, why don't he say anything about nonsense, in Parliament or the BBC?" Well, he does. You're just selective in your hearing. He does talk about it.
But hang on. But he's not a man for all fucking seasons. We know what he stands for, yeah? So you either stand for something and keep going down that path, or you become somebody, I don't know, who goes for one thing, then goes for another thing, then goes for another thing, and then you don't know what they stand for. So I'd rather know exactly what he stands for. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah, of course, Wendy. But do you think that Tommy's going to be somebody that stands for paedophilia?
No, of course not.
Exactly. So it's a moot point that they make, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's all deflection. Out of all the people on the right, I would say Tommy Robinson is the biggest one that gives respect to women. A lot of these others, they want to talk about get the women back in the kitchen, get them out of voting. We don't want them around. They're this, they're that, they're whatever. Even Sarah Garvey put out a video today going on, and in a way, he's quite right actually with the Marxism that's going on, but about modern women and everything else. Tommy Robinson respects women. Full stop. He respects his mum. He respects his wife, his ex-wife now. He talked about being a decent parent, being a decent father. I mean, he put out a Happy Father's Day thing today. Said for all those fathers that don't get to see your kids, I know it's hard and everything else. He's a realist. He's very, very realistic, and he's in touch with reality. Unlike these other people who've got these airy-fairy plans from some fucking rich Irishman who's about fucking getting rid of black people out of England when he's living in Ireland. And yes, Michael McCarthy, I am talking about you. Paddy McCarthy plan. Pick it up your ass.
I can't stand that man. Can't stand him.
Oh God, listening to his fucking boring stories. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he's made up boring stories that he's got out of a book or something. Yeah. So,
I'm getting to this. Has he flipped his side and gone over to the Israelis?
I didn't understand this question.
What do you mean?
What I just said.
What do you mean gone over to the Israelis? What?
Yeah, he's backing the Israelis now. He's
always been pro-Israeli.
No, he's not always been pro-Israeli. He was.
Yes, he has, hasn't he, Jubes?
Yeah, he's always been
pro-Israel.
Yeah, and he's always been against anyone that's anti-Semitic.
Yeah.
Listen, if you are truly against racism, you don't like the anti-white agenda, you don't like the anti-black agenda, and you don't like anti-Semitism. You don't like any of it. You don't like any of it. Anything that excludes people, but just on the basis of their colour of their skin, and you don't like it, or their heritage. And that is Jews. People might not like it, but there is an ethnicity test to see whether you're Jewish. So therefore, it is a race. They might not like it, but it's the truth.
But I mean, why would he say, has he flipped sides and gone over to the Israelis? I mean, it's madness.
He's trying to repeat Ralph's script, but he's not intelligent enough to even follow what Ralph is saying. He literally just repeats what he's heard from other people. He ballsed it up.
I mean, he even thinks Glenn Saffer's going to be going to Batley. I'm not going to give the reasons why he's not, but he won't be.
No, I know.
That's how out of touch he is.
Well, you know, little miss, I don't want nothing to do with Tommy, you know, to be there. When she was doing one of her streams, she thought she had Glenn Saffer in the chat, and I was looking and I thought, that's not Glenn, right? And she got all excited and said, well, why don't you come on, Glenn? I'd like to have a chat with you. I thought, yeah, you would, wouldn't you? Yeah. But I thought it's not him anyway, so stop getting all excited. That's what they want. That's why they do it. Because they see they remind me a little bit of Lister. You know, when Lister used to want it to, he would literally sell his soul to have been able to interview Tommy Robinson at one point.
Well, listen, Wendy, right? If I got offered to interview Tommy Robinson on my channel, I wouldn't refuse it, just like I didn't with Jada. You've got to be sensible. Most people would kill for that because he doesn't really go on people's channels, but especially small-time people. So I can understand it, but if you're a hater, all you're doing is hating, and you're not even going to report realistically. You're going in there with a biased opinion anyway. Look at all the things he said about Tommy. So why would you even want to talk to him?
Yeah, and don't forget, you know the day when Tommy's daughter was assaulted, right? It went from her going there 3 times a year apparently, to him actually being there that day. Yes. You know, he's such a liar.
Yeah, he's another one of these that pink-haired fucking lunatic who's stalking.
But you see, I don't understand all this, Wendy, right? Because the way they go on, they think that me and you are obsessed with Tommy, and it's really not true. I mean, if I get a thing that he's done a video and then I go to watch it and he's eating a burger, just walking through his, I think, I can't bother with this, right? I'm not interested in his personal life. I don't care if he's married, if he's not married, what he's doing with kids. I'm not interested in none of that. I'm only interested in when he actually speaks proper politics. Do you know what I mean? I know there's other people that are interested in the ins and outs of a cat's arsehole and why he's doing this and why he's doing that. I get that. I know he's got some people that you would call fans, right?
Yeah.
For me, it's more what he says. If I like what he says, and more often than not I do, if I like what he says, that's the reason why I'm like, yeah, I like him speaking. I like him speaking for the working class. Even if he would consider himself middle class now. I don't know if he would, but even if he does, do you know what I mean? Because he has got quite a middle class life now, obviously. But even if At least he's someone who's in touch with the fucking people. I mean, you've got these nutcases from the middle upper classes that think that they know what it's like to live on a council estate, and they really have no fucking clue. They have no clue. Seriously.
Yeah, I guess so. See what else he had to say.
Pro-all, but he wasn't always an Islamic pro back in the day. Yeah, he was pro-Britain.
I don't recognise the word Islamophobe, and he's always been against political Islam. Yeah.
Yeah, he's an Islamophobe. That's he's against
He's not an Islamophobe at all.
He is when. Oh, come on. He's okay. Right. I find this hard sometimes with you. Well, I'm going to show 2 videos of him sniffing Colombian market powder in the toilets on when I get up there on the 26th. What do you think of that? And there you go.
Well,
and that's me, Brian Hurl, saying I've got 2 videos of Tommy Robinson, a.k.a. Stephen Yaxinen. Sue me if you want to, because I've got the 2 videos, Stephen. Yeah, of you sniffing Colombian margin powder in the toilets in Praha.
Okay. So what I would say to that is...
So he's got 2 videos of Tommy sniffing Colombian marching powder in the toilets.
He wants to take them to the newspapers, man. Get fast. He's sitting on about 40 grand, man.
Even if he's got them, I don't believe that exists, but even if he did have them, why is that relevant? Because Tommy took a random drugs test on the side of a road at the behest of the police and passed. It's not relevant.
It's a lie. It's not relevant. It's a lie. It's bullshit. If we had that kind of video, mate, you'd be able to sell it to the Sun or the Mirror.
Well, of course, yeah.
Why is he going on? I thought he said he was going to put them in the toilets. I thought that's what he said at first.
No. And the thing I was laughing at before was because I couldn't comment on, people, pretending they haven't got a clue about living on a council estate. I couldn't really comment.
But Brian, you don't have to scam ladies anymore off the internet. You're sitting on about 40 grand here, mate. That'll do you for a while. Take them to the newspaper and you're in.
Should I tell you what he's got? I'll tell you. I bet I know what it is he's got. Can you remember that video that came out where he was? I think he was drunk, and he was going, "I'm a Zionist or something," and I bought everything.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's it. When he said he was the king of the Muslims. They don't get his sarcasm and his humour, do they?
No,
they don't get it. Like a lot of people didn't know you were trolling when you said that you sat down to eat your food at Chessington.
Exactly.
Number 1, it doesn't surprise me. Number 2, that is part of the reason.
Okay, why does it surprise you?
It doesn't surprise me, no.
Well, that's probably the most honest thing you said to me in a year and a half.
And another thing is, obviously, it's these little habits that lots of people, including yourself, have, that stops people like Tommy Robinson getting anywhere.
Notice he didn't deny that. When I said lots of people, including yourself, have.
Yeah, well, let's be honest about it, right? They reckon, and this is a true fact, they reckon that London's drinking water has got cocaine in it now because some people can do it. That's number 1. Number 2, who remembers when our treasurer, that George fella, what was his surname? Who was the one who was with Cameron? George.
Posh boy, wasn't it?
He was having a baby, or his wife's due to drop any minute.
I was going to say George Orwell there.
Osborne.
Osborne, that's it. Yeah.
George Osborne. He was in the cabinet, but there was photos of him sniffing coke with black prostitutes.
Again, that doesn't surprise me. Nothing kind of shocks me.
Restaurant. I bet it was in Dan's dad's restaurant.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
So, yeah, let's carry on.
Right, okay. What about the documentary? It's supposed to have come out in April, yeah, which you got paid £450,000 for. And you know what the documentary was about, but we can't say, obviously, because of legal reasons with a Syrian boy, yeah?
Oh yeah, but the court, the answer, the verdict on the
Don't
court
put yourself
case
in trouble on it.
back,
Don't put yourself in trouble on it. Yeah. Don't put yourself in trouble on it. Because
I'm not putting myself in trouble. The verdict from the judge hasn't come back yet.
No, it hasn't. But why is
So
it?
therefore, he can't release the documentary until it has.
That documentary should have gone out on April 16th.
No, listen. If he loses,
Go on, I'm listening.
if he loses the court case, yeah, he cannot release the documentary.
Right, okay, I didn't know that. That I didn't know. Okay. You're closer to Tommy than I am, because I know that you have contact with their groups, shall we say. I don't.
So therefore, it only makes sense that he's holding back.
So it's
for
just been
that.
postponed. So it's just been postponed, shall we say? Is that a better word
Well,
for
yeah,
it?
he can't do anything till he finds out the result of the court.
Okay, that's my bad. I didn't know that. I didn't see why they give the release date for the 16th on April then. No, there was a forwarding court case. It doesn't make sense to me.
Well, because he didn't realise that, he wouldn't be able to release the bloody documentary. He lost the
Can I ask you
case,
something? On a level then, right? Okay, on a level. You know what happened with the Syrian lad and the other lad, because there's only been one lad involved. Although they said there was three, there wasn't three lads that hit him, there was one. Yeah, and the mother's been done previously. She has 2 convictions for racial abuse, one in a chip shop and one in a curry house. This is facts, and I can send it to you. I'll send it to Kenny Road on the conviction of the mother. Now, do you think it's right that
the mother is known to me. Yes.
Now, what he said there. Yes, the woman has got a conviction for hurty words, right? And she was charged £350, and it happened in 2017. But are we going to put the sins of the mother onto the well, he's not a little boy anymore, he's 18, onto the child? Is that what we're going to do now?
Guess what, Wendy? Bleeding Heart read out the original article of when she was found guilty. Guess what she got done for?
What for, love?
Calling someone a terrorist. That's not racist.
Ah, see?
Yeah,
hurty words, right? So she's not a racist. I did find the court where, I mean, did Bleeding Heart say what happened to her, that she got, I don't know, she got a fine of 350 quid?
Yeah, she got fined. But I want to say this, right? That mother is a follower of ours, and she has been on our channels. She does go around, and not once have I seen her be rude or racist to anybody, not once. So you don't know what led up to that argument. You're only going to mainstream media. I don't trust a fucking word they print, to be honest.
Well, no, and the fact that she read out that she called someone a terrorist. Bloody hell, I call people terrorists every day. But I guess I don't live in Kirklees.
Funny enough, when Bleeding Heart read it out, she said, Wendy called me a terrorist.
Yeah, but you see, we don't live in Kirklees. That place, I can quite understand how she would have, how they'd have twisted that one to get her into trouble. But hey, you can't. It has, like I said to her, it has nothing to do with what happened in the school.
Mm-hmm.
It's it's madness. But anyway, let's listen to the mad bastard.
Yeah, and she has 2 convictions for race hate.
Race hate.
Well, not to my knowledge, she doesn't.
Well, I can send them to you. There's no problem. But right now, the boy did have a cast on his arm, and Tommy's narrative is that boy pulled a knife on his older sister. You know this as well as I do, and threatened her. Are we right on the same page here?
I don't think
anyone... If that boy had not been from Syrian...
Yeah.
If the boy had not been Syrian and a refugee, would you even bother to be talking about it?
Damn right I was, because my son was bullied bad by 3 kids. And where I live...
I don't believe you. Anyway, the Syrian boy himself was a bully.
Hang on. I'll show you paperwork. I took my son out of school for 4 months because of the bullying that he suffered. Not that he suffered because he was anything to do with race. Nothing to do with race. Just because he was autistic and couldn't keep up with the crowd. And so they bullied him as being like the word, I hate it, and this is what they use. They called him an animal and a spastic because he couldn't keep up, because he's obviously got autism. So that's why I took my kid. It had nothing to do with race. Let's get that clear here right now. Yeah, he wasn't bullied because my boy's white. I want about my young boy here, Brian. Yeah. So let me just read this comment.
Can't just read this? Strange school.
It's one of the best schools. It's called Great Bentley, one of the best schools in the country.
Can't be one of the best schools if it has fucking bullying like that in it.
Wendy, go and look it up. Anybody can go look it up. Yeah, it's got 5 stars. It got the Ofsted.
Hang on, if your son was, if you allowed your, oh, wait a minute, Brian. If your son was bullied to that extent, why are you saying it's a great school?
Because it wasn't. It was 3 boys, individuals, who bullied him because he couldn't keep up. Yeah, and treated him like, like, I'm going to give you an example. When you play tag or whatever you call it, he was always the one they used to call the animal, like he was some sort of fucking animal. You with me? They had to chase everybody, and everyone made fun of him. So anyway, that's another story.
Did they remove those 3 individuals?
They got removed in the end. Yeah, I had them removed. Yeah, they did.
Oh, that's okay then.
Right, can I just read this? Mother and brother of the bully who attacked Jamal both have criminal records, one for racism, there's actually 2 for racism, Hayley, and another for football violence. Absolute true. People can go and look this up. If he does a documentary, Jamal can sue again. Right, there's a comment there. Did the sister not...
Okay, no, he can't. No, he can't, because as long as the documentary is factual and not made up, nobody can sue for anything. So whoever's told you that is lying.
Well, this is what you can see who's told me. She's a very intelligent woman.
So it's like Hayley Taylor again, Dukes Day. Hayley Taylor.
Yeah, Hayley Taylor, apparently she used to follow Tommy. Well, she pretended to follow Tommy. So Glenn told me. She wanted to get close to Tommy, and when she realised that she couldn't get that close to him, she went on a sort of rejection campaign. It's how a lot of them do that, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
She's told him what? What did she tell him?
Well, to get close to the people in the movement, I do believe that she had to seek.
I meant what she been telling Brian? Oh,
all about Bailey's mum, and that Bailey's brother has been up on charges for football hooliganism. So what?
Right, okay.
I mean, come on. If anyone's going to claim to have the perfect family...
Well, I don't know about the football hooliganism. I mean, what did she do? Flying kicks and... What did that little 4'2" woman do? She beat up...
The son. The brother, the son. Jukes.
The Cromwell. She says Hayley Taylor and Hayley Tomlinson.
That's it.
And what's the other one? There's another name she uses.
Hayley Jane, isn't it? She uses.
Yeah.
I swear she was Hayley Jane Taylor at one point.
Yeah, she's an attention whore. She's addicted to attention.
Yeah. So here we go.
She's well in the know. Trust me on this. She's well in the know. Yeah, she's well in the know. She doesn't give the information she gives me. Here you go. Did the sister
Hayley Taylor likes to think she's well in the know, but she's not. Look, Brian. You got look. If he
Well, what
makes a
difference does it matter
documentary,
if he was white, black, or Asian, or a refugee? It doesn't matter. Yeah, surely it matters.
but it does because the only reason it's in the only reason you're talking about it, or I'm talking about it, or the news, or you're even talking about it, is because this kid is from Syria. That's it.
No. Why is Tommy Robinson made it his business to go all the way up north to back a boy that his mum's been done for racism times two, his brother's been done for football violence, against, I will say, I'm going to say a non-white person, at the moment, because I haven't got the full report, because listen, little chef, we're trying to do a debate, we're trying to do a debate
I'll tell you why.
Why has Tommy made it his business?
The boy who Jamal accused, right?
We
was
didn't accuse, it's fact.
Well, wait a minute. He was accused, had to go in hiding. You know, the normal thing because, is Syrian Muslim. And he contacted Tommy. The boy did himself.
Oh, the boy contacted. That I didn't know. And why would you think he'd contact a far rightist?
Well, Tommy's not far right, but if there's one thing Tommy will defend is
actually what actually happened, like I explained earlier, is that people on the left pretended that they were the family and got in touch with me. So and
it was on
he
Facebook, wasn't it? On Facebook.
Yeah, on Facebook,
Yeah.
and he was corresponding with somebody that wasn't actually the mum. They then outed it and said, "Oh, it was funny how that he'd fell for it without double checking." So then he went and got in contact with the mum to find out the real story, and it just turned out that actually she was being under attack. So it kind of backfired on the left, really, because they thought they'd got a gotcha moment, and it actually turned out to be true. Hi, Busker. So
yeah, Busker, if you want to come on, the link's in the description, love.
English person, an English boy's right, to justice. And it wasn't right. That young boy, wait a minute, that young boy
black or brown,
was bullied
or Asian,
and he had to be moved.
Hang on, Wendy. I'll give you the floor, but hang on, let me just finish. Does it matter whether he's white, black, brown, Asian, Catholic, Sikh? What matters is the bullying. That's what matters. Why is Tommy making it his business to go and it's clearly stated, you can clearly see the boy threw water in his face, kicked him in the face, stamped on him and then punched him, while everyone else laughed at him.
All right. So when you went to school, when you went to school, when I went to school, when my kids went to school, are you trying to tell me that's not normal school behaviour?
No. What school did you go to? What school did you go to?
It is.
Wendy, are you kidding me? Okay, so you're telling me your daughter gets held down. We're going to just say gets held down, or your son gets held down. Sorry for saying one or the other. Gets held down. Yeah, no, there wasn't 3 lads that held him down. There was 1. Yeah. There was 1,
It was
gets water shoved in his mouth. It's the humiliation you've got to look at, as well as the violence, the humiliation and the psychological distance that will have on that child. Yeah.
right.
Well, Jamal was a little bully himself.
Yeah. Number one, he never got punched or kicked. That wasn't on the video. It was literally just water. That's why they tried to exaggerate it and say it was waterboarding. Number 2, I went to an all-girls school. I once got jumped by about 20 girls so bad that a female teacher had to jump out and join in with me against the 20 girls. That's the fucking truth.
Exactly.
Yeah. So what the fuck is he talking about? Violence in schools has always been quite bad.
That's something out of Legion.
I don't know what school he went to.
My teacher jumped out of a window, ground floor window, to get involved with me and a group of kids. Yeah.
But he's talking like these school ground scuffles don't happen. They do all the time. Yeah.
Also,
have you got any evidence of that? Have you got any evidence?
Tommy has the evidence. Tommy has the evidence.
No, you just
also,
said,
Brian.
Wendy,
Brian.
Wendy,
The young lad who Jamal accused of whatever. He was made. The whole family had to go in hiding. Are still in fucking hiding. What is this? Why do these people have to go in hiding?
Because he's scared. He's scared.
I'm on about the boy. I'm on about the white boy who was supposed to have assaulted Jamal.
I didn't know he was in hiding.
He's been in hiding since it started, and it was because they were being bullied. They had death threats from Muslims. That young lad, he got in touch with Tommy Robinson.
Okay. Do you know how many young girls and young boys kill themselves from bullying every year, Wendy?
Oh, it's always been the same, yeah.
No, it's not always been the same. The rise since the internet has gone up 300%. If you
look, these kids have always been bullied at school.
Like you fucker.
I taught my children not to be the bully, not to get bullied. If anything, be the bully. Don't get bullied.
Yeah. And stand up for yourself. Stand up for yourself. Don't mean you'll be a bully. But if someone hits you, my policy is hit them fucking.
Now, did you notice what I did there? All right. He's anti-bullying. So I'm sat there and I'm going, yeah. I taught my kids not to be the I taught my kids to be the bully, not to get bullied, and it totally goes over his head. Yeah.
He's an idiot. He's a fucking idiot. That's all he is. How anyone can see that video and call it waterboarding? I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. They sprinkled water in his face. Fuck off out of here. Water's the most purest fucking drink there is. I mean, it's not even got chemicals in it. He might have his fucking acne. He was a fucking teenager.
Back. That's my policy. Simple as that. But this kid was pushed out. He had a broken arm. They pushed him to the floor, poured water in his mouth. Can you imagine if that was your... Let's put this with I want Rupert to be hidden. Make your own mind up. Do you want to come on and put this? Because I've apparently got clones in my house. Yeah? Right. People want to come... Rupert, if you know, make your own mind up. You're more than welcome to come on.
He's got clones in the house. Well, he's got upstairs.
He said he had clones in his house.
He's got bright in the toilet and one in the bathroom. What the fuck?
Has got a history of racism, Wendy. Tommy should have done his research. She's been convicted twice of racism.
Hang on. Who committed hang on. Are you telling me the mother went to the school and hit Jamal?
No, what I'm saying is she's got 2 convictions in a chip shop in the curry house of calling people the P word, and she's got 2 convictions for it. Yeah, she's got her. Well,
I can't comment on that. I know nothing about that.
I'll send it to you on Jenny's account.
I've just got to say this. What is it? What has the mum got an addiction for going into takeaways and starting a business? Why a chip shop and a curry house? That's quite funny, right? But also, I've got to read out Carl Holmes's fucking thing. Sometimes he writes things that makes me really giggle.
Yeah.
He said that mental guy, that remember that one that come and told us about his dogs, had a better case for his dogs getting waterboarded.
Oh, yeah.
The irony, though, of him saying you should have done better research. They've given Wendy about 40 different identities, for fuck's sake. Jesus Christ, you literally been 6 different people.
Oh, I know. It keeps going up and up, doesn't it?
Oh, the best bit is I'm not going to tell him when either. The best bit is she used the photo on one occasion. They didn't even pick up on it. And it went.
Uh-huh.
I haven't even picked up on it. I was like, and I knew what she was doing, and I was like, Wendy, you're really playing close to the fire, and not one person realised.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah. I remember when you put it all together and you when you rang me up.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
That still makes me giggle, actually.
when did you know what to say? I went, I know who you are. She went, oh yeah, okay. And then when I told her, she went, oh.
Silence.
Yeah, silent. She went, so how did you work it all out?
Is Wendy a black lady?
Oh, no.
Oh.
Oh, God.
You should have said yeah. That would have been hilarious.
Oh, God, that is funny. Even Hector laughed at that one.
Right, yeah.
Your Jenny account, yeah? Let's just say. Okay. Right, I'll send it to you so you can see yourself. The older son, has got a conviction on football violence against hooliganism, shall we say. I'm not going to, that's not a race hate. I don't believe that's a race hate. But listen, how would you feel if that was your son pinned down with a broken arm, throwing water in his mouth and calling him P words and kicking him in the face?
He never
Horrendous.
To my son, but you've got to look at what happened. You've got to look at the whole story, haven't you? Jamal was known for bullying women. Jamal was known for bullying little girls.
What evidence have you got of that?
Tommy Robinson's got all the evidence.
No,
it was shown in court. It was shown in court.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
What? You show me that evidence now, and I'll shut my rap right now.
I made a video. I made a stream about it. I read all the evidence out that Tommy gave.
What, you got the court papers of that young Jamal bullying a woman?
A girl. He was well known for bullying little girls in the school.
Well, right, I've got a letter from the board of governors where Tommy has been going around to the teachers trying to get evidence. Hayley Taylor.
I don't believe you've got a letter. But yes, Tommy has got evidence, which will be in the documentary from teachers. Yes.
Right, Hayley Taylor, are you okay for me to put this letter out? Tommy.
So what we have to clear up here is that the judge in the case, even though we haven't had a result yet, the judge in the case allowed Tommy to produce evidence from the teachers. He said that it was undercover evidence. In other words, he kept a recorder undercover while he recorded it. And that he had to do that because people felt in fear of their lives, speaking freely. That the judge ruled that evidence was admissible. So there must have been some good evidence there. That's number one. Number two, the judge also permitted a daily updates of what was going on from within the court, which people were surprised at. So I don't know why he doesn't know that actually Jamal was bullying females.
Yeah, but females gave evidence at the court, didn't they?
Yeah, they did.
Took the stand, and that was reported from the courtroom directly.
Yeah, young girl stood and gave evidence, and obviously said how he struck her with a hockey stick between the shoulder blades. So, yeah.
That's right, yeah.
So the Clown World said he might have a letter as Lefties published it, but Jamal has 99 negative school reports, and that was also presented in court.
Yeah, that's right. Can you remember doing that stream with me, Jukes, where I was reading out everything that had been had been posted? Then I was reading it out. Yeah.
It's obvious that he doesn't. He's not up to date with everything, so he's talking a load of propaganda from the left.
If anyone, who's Speaker's Corner Live?
I think that might be Palestinian.
Yeah,
Why?
if you want to join, hi, Wendy Wu, can I join the panel for 5 minutes, please? Yeah, the link's in the description. Yeah.
Cover the screen when they come on.
Oh, yeah. Of course. So.
It's PD. Who's PD?
Oh, I know who that is. Yeah.
Going around the teachers from the Board of Governors who have banned Tommy from going to that school.
That school is shut down. That school is shut down.
I've got a letter from the Board of Governors. Yeah, the email.
Board of Governors, because the bloody school is the school is closed.
He was going round the teachers trying to get evidence on the documentary before April.
I'm not denying that. He got the evidence as well.
Why is he going around to teachers trying to progress them to give a statement? Not one teacher gave a statement. Not one.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did.
They didn't. It was
barred,
Wendy. Oh, God.
You're not listening, Brian.
No,
Brian,
the fucking
Brian, the school is now closed, Brian.
That I don't know. I'm only giving what I'm given, and I've got the email from the head mistress and the head teacher and the Board of Governors saying that he must be stopped going around contacting teachers trying to get evidence for his court case. I've got the email.
It wasn't for his court case, though.
Whatever it was for. Here you go.
And some teachers did
it's not difficult to find the record of the mother and son. It's all online. Yes, it is all online, Hayley. 2 years that kid was bullied. School failed and so did the social service. Absolute facts. I cannot forgive
No. We're not talking of... Hang on, right? Okay. So you want to look right back over. Can your friend who knows everything, Hayley Taylor, can she go and look into Jamal's past for 2 years? And what he got up to in that school. Yeah?
Yeah.
Is she just going to concentrate on one of the children?
No, I think you should concentrate on the whole picture. Now, there's a reason why.
Exactly.
There's a reason why Tommy's had to postpone the documentary. There's a reason why Tommy went bankrupt the day before the documentary. He's gone bankrupt the day before that he was given the £450,000. He went bankrupt. Is that a coincidence?
Who did he get this £450,000 from? Who gave him 450?
The film production company. The film production company.
I don't think so.
Okay. Can anyone tell me about this £450,000?
Nah, he's just chatting shit. He's like someone said in the chat. Basically, when you talk to Brian, you talk to a child.
Yeah, he believes anything. He believes anything he's told. Hello.
Hello.
Oh, okay. Hang on.
Hello, Wendy.
PD?
Hello, Wendy. Hello, how are you?
All right, yeah, fine.
You seem to be a little bit busy with this other fucking muppet again. He's piped up now again with me today, sending me threatening emails after I thought we had some truce. He's putting my wife and my kids, all that out tomorrow, so... He's now woken a sleeping giant. So
look, PD. This guy. Look, you have to learn, right? Any truce that Brian makes will never. He never keeps to it. Now he's aware of you. He will keep on at you, and he'll make every story up you can think of about you
but
and your family.
Just tried to end. I tried to just end it by telling him, "Look, you leave my name out of your mouth, and I'll keep my name out of your mouth." And so what I done then last week, and this is what really pissed me with him, he kept on to me privately saying he's all about anti-pedos, he's all about anti-racist. So I actually gave him, like what you done, I said tonight, what about Rick Productions? And I gave him another guy, Ian Can't Beat the Weed, who openly admitted when he was 24 years of age, sleeping with and having a baby with a 15-year-old girl. Brian's done fuck all about that, but all he's done is bully you, bully Shell, bully Cam. You know, so I didn't have much respect for him anyway, but
what I did have, if I was you, I wouldn't react to whatever he says. Let him say whatever he says. If you want to call him names if you want to, but I really wouldn't react to it. He's looking for material.
Yeah, and I also wanted to just jump on and say there is 2 House of Pain clones going around at the minute, and they are causing a little bit of shit. It's not me because I hit House of Pain. The original House of Pain with 800 subs, Chimpy, my kind of right-hand man, has now opened it back up again since yesterday. So that's Chimpy on that. I'm on the Speaker's Corners live just to keep under the radar, but obviously I'm not on it now. So that's all. I was just making sure there was no issue with any of us, you know.
I knew what was going on. I knew what was going on all the time. Yeah.
No, I was originally blocked on your channel because I tried to jump on the day you were talking about the IRA and someone blocked me. So I was just wondering, was there an issue between me and you? That was all.
Oh, I didn't know you tried to cut. Oh, no, I wouldn't have had a problem with you coming on to talk about that.
Because you were talking about the IRA stuff and I kind of have a little bit of knowledge. I don't support them anymore. Maybe 100 years ago when they were the IRB and they were trying to fight for the country. But now they're glorified drug dealers and glorified petrol smugglers, and it's not like the IRA used to be, you know?
Oh, I'm sorry about that you got blocked. Yeah,
because you were chatting to yourself kind of thing, and I was going, I'd love to just jump on and debate with you, and I just got blocked, and I was like, fuck's sake.
Well, you're always welcome here. So is Shell, so is Cam. One thing that it's quite funny, really, because Brian actually brought us all together because we were all quite friendly, and then we had a little what I would call a womanly falling out, and then because of his bullying, he actually brought us all back together again.
Like my personal opinion is like 25% of Brian can actually be some way decent. In my opinion, he can be some way decent. You can speak to him some way on a level, but he just comes on then late at night and goes on tangents, and it's just fucking.
It's his mental illness. It's his mental illness. He's a sociopath.
It's still no excuse though.
He's a nutcase. What he does is he takes everybody else's experience and he imagines it's himself. He then wants to save the world.
I accept
that. But then at the same time, he does everything that he says he's against. So.
But he has the likes of, sorry to interrupt you, Jubes, he has the likes of Minx on, who I have videos of using the N-word, the P-word, quite easily. Have then little Esau with all these little kids' pictures, and none of that's a problem.
So well, because he doesn't, it doesn't compute in his head that he's being hypocritical, you see. He just sees it that Esau's his I don't know, his friend or whatever, and that Minx is she's just a tart. So you have to just be prepared, because whenever he says there's a truce, believe me, he will break that truce.
He actually broke it today. I can read out the emails he sent me. You know, more lies again. And it actually caught me on the hop going, I haven't mentioned your name, Brian, in a month. So why the fuck now do you want to start this again? But Brian, I know you're listening. If you want to fucking start this again, let's up it a level, Brian. Let's up it a level and take it off YouTube and meet on the street. I offered Brian, I'd pay your flights to come to me right now. But no, he's not going to do that.
Well, there was a guy come on here a couple of weeks ago. He was called the General, and he was Irish. Do you know him?
Yeah.
Ah, right.
On YouTube or the original General Martin Catt?
No, I know what you mean. The original
General. Yeah, that's
Martin Catt. I know about the. But he called himself the General, and he come on here on YouTube. And he said he was going to go to Speaker's Corner and beat Hurl up. Yeah, that was quite funny. Yeah.
Well, I thought it was funny. I thought it was funny today that Banksy, you're now barred from fucking Speaker's Corner. Raj is barred from Speaker's Corner.
Why are they barred? What?
Why am I?
Did you not see the video? No, he's put up.
Hurl went on a rant and said, Hurl and Zubida have been barring people, saying Betty can't go down there, Raj can't go down there, Banksy can't go down there. They're talking shit.
Seriously? Shit, I wish I knew I would have gone down there today.
You know, this man has more fucking legal issues to worry about now than fucking YouTube, from what I can hear.
I would like to go. I would have loved to have gone down there today. It's just I did way too many tequila shots last night.
Oh, we had someone
Tequila is the only thing that's barred me from Speaker's Corner.
He had someone looking for you today. Palestinian was running around the park on his orders looking for you.
Palestinian, I know Palestinian. He's a little bitch.
Yeah, and exactly. He's a little kid, isn't he?
He's a child. He's as intimidating as a fucking gnome.
Look, I'm not going to stay on your panel. I just wanted to clear up, making sure there's no issue with me and you, Wendy, because of the blocking thing. And happy days.
None at all. None at all, love. No.
Okay, well, look, I'll jump on your panel again another night. I'm not
all right, love.
Okay, peace out, everyone, and just keep your head safe. You're the intelligent ones. Just remember, you are the intelligent ones. So.
Yeah, he's not.
Yeah. Well, peace out, and everyone have a nice evening. See you soon.
All right, love. Bye.
Later.
Bye.
Have a good one. To be honest with you, I mean, this is the problem. I keep saying, Brian is pathological. He's got issues. He needs to see someone or take some pills. He's barring people from Speaker's Corner on behalf of who? The guy has issues.
It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. But today he said that he had Palestinian looking for you on his orders. Yeah.
Okay. So even if he found me, I mean, I wish I'd gone. If I knew, I would have got up a bit earlier and I would have gone. But so what? I've literally stood speaking to Palestinian. What would exactly Palestinian do? Banksy, you're here. Yes. Okay. It's like this. What do they think would happen? What are they envisioning? Like, is what is going on? Because I can imagine in Brian Hurl's sort of brain, there's like some kind of machine guns are being fired. There's a guy on the back of a pickup fucking truck, firing a 50 caliber. The president of the US, calls in a nuclear tactical strike. I don't know what he thinks will happen. But none of the things you think is going to happen, Brian, is going to happen. It's usually boring as fuck.
You have to laugh. He goes, yeah, well, you just watch when I go to Batley, see what I'm going to do. What are you going to do, Brian? Got to put a fucking camera in his face, aren't I?
What, is he talking about going up to Tommy Robinson on the 26th?
Yeah, so let me just finish playing this, and you'll get what we're on about, love.
Oh, go on.
Well, I thought you knew more than you obviously do.
There was nobody has given him. Nobody has given him £450,000 to make a documentary.
Right, the letter is online from an MP who said he tried to deal with the bullying. Jamal went to him because of the school did nothing, regardless of the colour. Child should be bullied like that. Absolute facts.
Oh, what? Can you read that out again?
Right, yeah. The letter is online from a MP who said he tried to deal with the bullying of Jamal. Jamal went to him because of the school did nothing. Yeah, they didn't with mine because I had to take my kid out of school. It did nothing, regardless of colour of the child. He should not be bullied like that. Facts. And
what about the bullying?
I had to take my child out of school for 4 months.
Yeah. What about the whole story? This woman that you keep putting her posts up, right? She's concentrating on Jamal and the fact that he got hit in school, right? Why doesn't she have a look at what Jamal got up to leading up to that event?
Show me evidence then now.
I can't. I haven't got it with me.
Well, come on, Wendy. You fucking record everything. You're like a computer. Come on.
Not at the moment, because I'm not on my computer at the moment. I'm only on my phone, and you know what that's like.
Yeah, I only work off a phone, yeah? Okay. Well, okay, if I go live later, are you willing to bring the evidence to light? And I'll tell you what I'll do, Wendy. Clark, me and you come on, there'll just be me and you like we are now. I'll bring the letters from the school board of governors, and I'll bring the letter from the MP who said the bullying that went on. Yes, the other kid. This is one thing I disagree with. The mother was put in a bubba shop when the kid went into hiding. If I'm right, I'm only going off what Tommy says, so I don't believe it, but this could be right. The mother was put in a 2-bedroom flat in hiding above some sort of shop in a bit of a down and out area. where.
Well, that's where the police tried to put her, and Tommy ended up putting them in his own home for a while.
But I believe, am I right or wrong here? I believe that the mother of the white child, I don't want to say his name because they're still children. Yeah, is still in that hidden address. If you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, but why should she have to go in hiding?
Because she's a racist and her son's a bully.
She's not a racist. You've got no proof she's a racist.
She's been done twice for it. For race hate, Wendy. ×2.
Right. I'll be back. Hang on, wait. I'm going to get all my evidence, right?
What?
And I'll be back later. If you can't fucking prove me that woman is a racist, right? You will be forever known as a
lying
liar.
Right, okay. Can we make a date for 8:30 tonight? Me and you. No one else will come on the panel. You have my word. Just me and you, and we'll show the evidence. I'll show that she's been arrested and convicted. I'm not saying just arrested. I'm saying convicted of race hate ×2. For calling people in a chip shop and a curry house the P word, you dirty stinking peas. I've got the evidence, Wendy. Let's do 8:30.
Okay, so let's say you've got the evidence for that, right?
Hang on, plus.
Wait a minute, Brian, calm down. What does that have to do with what happened at the school?
Right, this is what I'm saying. I'm telling you she's a racist. You're saying she's not. I'm telling you she's been convicted twice of race crime. Okay, secondly, so I believe, in my opinion, racism is bred. You're not born racist. It's taught to you, yeah? You're taught it from racist parents. So if your children become like...
No, I'd have to disagree.
This is what I'm just saying. I believe that racism is taught. The kid, when you're a baby, they don't see colour, Wendy. My 4-year-old plays with Indian children, black children in the school. Yeah, he doesn't see colour. He doesn't see N-words and P-words. They don't even come into his vocabulary. Now, this young boy, who was only 11, 12 at the time, who poured water, where did he get pouring water in someone's mouth? The little Jamal had a fucking broken arm. And then Tommy comes with a narrative, he threatened his sister with a knife. No evidence of that whatsoever.
But there is evidence.
Racism is taught.
There is evidence.
Like, okay, 8:30 tonight, we'll do a stream. I'll call it the Brian Wendy Show, and we'll come on and we'll bring our evidence to the table. I'll show you the MP's letter, and I'll show you the school board of governors letter that Tommy Robinson has been going to that school to exactly right reaction. Tommy is going there to stir up hate against Muslims. 100%. Ralph.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hang on. How the hell could Tommy be going there to stir up hate against Muslims when it is a white English school teacher that's in hiding in Batley because of fucking Muslims again?
What do you mean? Explain yourself. What do you mean?
The school teacher that showed the picture of Muhammad, their prophet, right? They've been giving him death threats, the Muslims and all the rest of it. And here we have another person that's had to go into hiding, had to move, had to go somewhere else to find work in a different school.
And what about Jamal?
He cannot live in Batley anymore.
Of course he can't. Nor should he be able to. Look at Jamal. Jamal's not come out of his house for 2 years. 2 years.
Oh, yes, he has.
Oh, he hasn't.
So from that, I take it that Hurl thinks it's fine for school teachers to have to go in hiding. Apparently, they deserve it, And that woman, well, she deserves everything. The mother of Bailey deserves everything. Because she happened to call someone terrorist. Yeah. Because Banksy, that's what she got took to court for hurty words, and it was because she Jupiter was saying it's because she called someone a terrorist,
No, but didn't Tommy Robinson win his case against these the lawyers of this kid because
No,
he showed evidence that that the teachers and all the other people, the other sort of people in the school, knew that this kid had actually bullied other children.
no, the verdict's not back yet, love. That's
Oh,
it.
okay. So that hasn't actually been finalized yet.
The last thing that we heard was that he was waiting for a verdict, but that the other side had put in a request that the case don't get discussed. So it could be that he has had a verdict, but he's not allowed to tell anyone.
Oh, okay. So he could have actually had a verdict but he's not allowed to actually tell what the verdict is. Well, no, that's insane. There's no way they can.
I was going to say they can't do that, can they?
They can't stop someone saying I'm innocent. I've been found to be innocent.
Well, I don't know, but he was saying that they'd put in a request that it didn't get whatever the verdict was didn't get discussed. So, we're waiting for it to come back.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that makes sense. You can't. I don't think they can stop him from saying I was found guilty or I was found innocent. Maybe he can't discuss what evidence he presented in order to be found, guilty or innocent. But surely he can say he's been found innocent. That's like if you've been taken to court for slander, and then you proved evidence that what you said wasn't slander. They can't stop you from telling people that no, I didn't slander this person. I actually told the truth. Can they? I don't understand how this can work.
Well, Athena's saying no, he's not allowed to discuss the case beyond the finding of guilt or non-guilt. So he will be allowed to say what the findings was, but that's it.
Yeah, but he won't be able to tell he won't be able to present the evidence of, I talked to this teacher, I talked to that teacher, I did this, I did that. This is what they said. So I suppose it could be that they could, bar him from possibly revealing the evidence he presented to be found, innocent or guilty.
Well,
but but right now we don't actually know whether he's innocent. He's been found innocent or guilty anyway.
No, we don't. No, we're still waiting.
Because surely, if they were going to find him guilty, they would have just done it.
I would have thought so. I think there may be some political wrangling involved in this, maybe, and maybe that's why the delay is. Because you see, the thing is, and this is a sorry state of affairs, but our politics, our police and our courts are now political battlegrounds. These are not, Lady Justice is no longer blind. These are political. The politics of the day gets involved. The political powers and the various different, I guess, powers that do seem to get a hand in these. I mean, we know the police are, they police politically. We know that's been 100% proven. The way they treat protests for Black Lives Matter versus protests against anti-lockdown or anti-vaccine is absolutely day and night. The police are kneeling for Black Lives Matter while they graffiti churches statues and are clubbing the anti-lockdown protesters and the blood gushing out of their heads. There is no way you can actually sit objectively and look at this and go, oh no, they're just being even-handed all around. They're not. It's blatantly obvious. So the police are political. The police are politically motivated towards how they behave towards different citizens. And I don't think the courts are even either. I think the courts are politically swayed. And so I don't know if this case from Tommy is going to come back actually based on the evidence presented. I think it may be politically swayed, and maybe that's where the delay is.
You see, if they find in his favour, as Athena's pointing out, he'll be able to show his documentary. If they find not in his favour, he's then banned from showing the documentary. What has happened to this country? It's ridiculous.
There you go. So this is what I mean. There's a lot of political wrangling.
Sorry, Banks. So you've got someone called the Unseen Hand saying, "Am I welcome to speak my mind, Wendy, or not?" You can see this is Wendy, but if it's one of the tosses, please don't let them on to waffle. Let them on, but find the tosses, kick them off.
Yeah, the link's in the description, Unseen Hand.
It's clear one of Afghan's friends are here. Afghan fans are in the text.
I wanted to ask you this, Banksy, because I had to go to bed the other night. How did it end up with Nynaeve when she was going on? Because I fell asleep as I heard you saying to James Jones, well, it's no longer about Jupiter's relationship or my parents. It's now your parents, James Jones.
They kind of tried to, I guess she tried to flip it a little bit because see, James Jones came in neither on because you see these guys want to encourage these very polarized sort of situation. They were like, if you're black, you got to be on our side, and if you're white, you got to be on their side, and if you're this, they always think in these very absolutist terms, and they're always behaving in very absolutist ways, where the blacks have to support blacks and whites have to support white or whatever. And James isn't always clear in that. He kind of sometimes falls into the gray. Sometimes he backs them, sometimes he doesn't. And they kind of got pissed at him more than even me, because I was just saying, look, you two are black supremacists, black separatists. If you're not even black supremacists, you certainly are black separatists. You don't, you tell other people, other black people, don't get involved with white people. If a white person said that, you would call him a racist.
Yeah.
That's why I will call you a racist. It's not I'm calling you a racist. Sorry?
You know what infuriated me though, Banksy? When they had the audacity to say, well, your mum married an Englishman. And I was like, what? So Englishmen can't marry who they love then?
Exactly. You know? Exactly. This is because no, the thing is, Shaka tried to convolute the situation by saying, well, I'm just saying to them to marry someone from your culture so that you don't lose your culture. I said, no, you don't, because you will tell an African American, a guy who was born and raised in America, to marry a Nigerian or a Kenyan girl because you think that you honestly think an African American man is going to have the same culture as a Kenyan woman or a Nigerian woman? No, their cultures are vastly different. The only thing that they have in common is a race. That's the only thing. And you would encourage a black man from America, rather than marrying a white woman from America or a Mexican woman from America, to marry a black woman from Nigeria who has nothing in common with him.
Yeah.
Because
again, the hypocrisy, because we all know there are black British that have gone out to find a wife because they can't find one here, gone out to Nigeria or Ghana, found a wife, come back, married her, right? But it seems only white British men are being told that they can't marry who they want. So your mum married an Englishman and they've got the hump about it. Why? Why?
That's the thing. They're like, why did your mum get married to her? Because my mum isn't racist. she got married to an Englishman.
She's in love with her and he wanted to marry her. What the fuck?
Well, the thing is, Nanitha tried to make out, oh, she just married because she wanted the visa. I had a British passport before my mum married my stepdad. There was no visa involved because there was no need for a visa. There was none of that. We had nothing to do with that. This is nonsense. So my mum, this is their hypothesis. My mum married an Englishman for a visa, were married for over 13 years, had a child together because she wanted that British passport.
Oh, okay. Right. That makes sense.
Clearly that passport was worth all of that.
Yeah.
The hypocrisy. The hypocrisy, because would they have a problem if an Iranian came and married? Well, they probably would actually marry a black man. They probably would. But if a black woman came from another country and married a black man from Britain, they wouldn't have a problem with it. That could be for a passport as well. You know?
Yeah, absolutely. It could be for a dozen reasons. But the thing is that these two, my point that whole evening, the whole conversation was, look, Nanitha and Shaka, you guys are racists. You are racial,
Yeah.
separatists. You want people to separate on the lines of not because of their culture, not because of their content of their character, but because they share a particular race, thus making you racist. It is the definition. I mean, it's not really the definition because, well, it is because you're prejudicing other races. Because the definition of racism is if I'm prejudiced towards someone else solely because of their race. They are prejudiced towards white people, and they will tell black people not to marry white people because they're white. That's it. That makes you a racist.
Not to even speak to white people. I mean,
that makes you a. That's it's like straight down the middle, Hall of Fame, top 10 ranking racist.
Yeah, yeah.
There is no way out of this.
You missed it, Wendy. I mean, I hope that it's still there because I haven't gone back to check. But I really would love to do a breakdown of it because James Jones comes on to try and calm things down, right? And the first thing she asks James Jones is, "What's your heritage? Who are your parents?" And then she's starting on Banksy about his mum marrying an Englishman. She then went on to James Jones, and Banksy was trying to explain to him, look, if your parents told you that you can't marry somebody who's white, would you consider that racist? And he was like, well, yeah. And then she was like, no. And went, no.
Exactly. Exactly. And they, as I said, they try to obfuscate or convolute or mix up muddy the waters, especially Shaka with this whole, well, I want them to have the same culture. Well, I told you, a woman from Kenya does not have the same culture as a man from the United States or a black man from Canada. No matter how many ways you want to twist this, they don't have the same culture. They vastly have. I dated a girl from Zimbabwe. I can promise you, her culture isn't the same as British culture.
No, of course not.
It's absolutely different. But that's the thing. It doesn't matter to me. I didn't care. I liked her. I liked the way she was and the way she behaved. I didn't care. I didn't even care about her culture being different. I actually liked the fact that her culture was different. It introduced me to a whole new, opened my eyes into a whole new avenue of society.
Well, it broadens the horizons,
exactly,
doesn't it?
Exactly. And she told me a little bit of. She speaks as Zulu with a clicking sound.
Oh, right.
And oh my God, some of the words were insanely difficult to pronounce. but that's the whole point. If you're not a racist person, you enjoy those aspects of other people's cultures and societies because you're not racist. You don't care about their race. You simply accept them. But these guys, they don't. They are cut and dry racist, but they don't want to accept the fact that they're racist. I'll come back in a minute. Sorry, Buster. How's it going?
No, he said he's coming back in a minute.
Oh, he's coming back. But what I'm saying is, yeah, they differentiate on the basis of the inalienable characteristics that you have no control over. If I say I don't like people with blue eyes, that would make me a bigot towards blue-eyed people because blue-eyed people can't control the color of their eyes. They don't have choice over that. That is it's not race, but it's a bigoted attitude. So, I'm not even condemning him for it. There are plenty of people like Erendor and Ralph run around these hangouts all the time. There are bold-faced racists running around these hangouts all the time. It's not like I'm condemning Nanitha or Shaka for being racist. I'm just simply saying, this is what I see in front of me, and I'm just pointing it out. I'm like a 8-year-old kid who just points to the truth.
Of course.
And they don't like it. They just don't like the fact because that word racist is a triggering word in their head, just like the N word. And, unfortunately, some Afro-Caribbeans in Europe and in America have triggering words. And these words trigger them. And they think that being called a racist is just exclusive to white people. And it's somehow this horrific thing that if you tell a black person that they have to somehow look. If you don't want to be called a racist, Nanitha, Stop telling black people that they should only date black people. There you go.
Yeah, stop telling black people not to talk to white people.
Yeah, that will solve your fucking problem. If you don't want to be called a racist, stop being racist.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, you're about to hear Ralph, yeah?
Oh,
on here, yes.
Hang on. So you are agreeing that the teacher who showed the picture, it's right that he had death threats. His whole family had to go into hiding, and they've had to be relocated.
I don't agree. No, I don't believe in any form of bullyism, Wendy. Absolute no form. If that boy did what he did, he should be, because he's only a kid, being dealt with, disciplined, moved on. I don't believe either one of them should have suffered the amount this has gone to. This could have been dealt with on a minor level, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, but you see,
it would have been dealt with on a minor level. Wait a minute, Brian, hang on. Yeah. It would have been dealt with on a minor level, but Jamal wouldn't shut up and kept making a big thing until people started to give the other boy death threats, right, and his family death threats.
No,
right, so
true.
the other boy then contacted Tommy Robinson.
It went viral on YouTube. And this is to YouTube's detrimental,
yes, I saw it. It's nothing.
Let me finish.
I saw it. It's nothing.
No, let me finish. Please let me finish, Wendy. When my boy was bullied last year, I took him out of school 4 months. Nobody knows what he do now, but no one knew. I took him out of school 4 months until I got him into his special needs school. Wouldn't allow him back to that school. Yeah, I sued the local, called LA, local authority, Colchester Essex County Council. It's out there. People can check this out. Yeah, for negligence. That was kept under wraps. I was offered an out-of-court settlement. Yeah, end of. It could have been dealt with the same way, but because it went viral on YouTube, now all of a sudden it's Tommy Robinson's involved. Tommy Robinson needs to keep his fucking nose out of people's fucking business because he's a fucking cokehead. He's a fucking no good cokehead. And Tommy Robinson.
Tommy was asked by the young lad.
Do you know that for a fact?
And to help them. Because
do you know this for a fact?
Yes.
Well, you've actually heard it from Tommy's mouth that he was asking.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to ask him this question on Saturday.
You won't get near him on Saturday.
I fucking well will.
Oh, and how are you going to do that?
What? Me? He's just a person like me and you. Yeah, well.
Hang on. You're not going to get anywhere near him.
What, you think he's God?
No, I don't think he's God. I don't think he's God.
If he don't want to talk to me, I'll go and put it in his house. With the barn that he's fucking.
No, you won't. No, you won't go to his house.
Oh, Wendy, you just got this. Are you in love with Tommy Robinson? Big up Ralph. He's in the house.
Why would you want to go to his house?
I want answers about this boy.
Why would you go to his house where his children are?
His children aren't there. He lives in a barn. He's in a barn house with 2 of his pals.
So would you like to repeat what you just said? If you don't get anywhere near him. All right, Ralph. Yeah, we know you've arrived.
Let me show you, Brian.
So,
settle down. 1 minute, Wendy. Don't let me have to mute you up. I gave you the floor. Go on, Ralph. Your shin spread.
Let me screen. Let it through, Brian.
Oh, sorry.
Exactly. Let me zoom the screen out. I'll show you why. Because Tony is now bankrupt and the money's gone. This is Britain. This is for Britain's internal accounts. They raised from the British public 154,000. Of which Henry Waters took 90,000, spent 23,000 on security, and 36,000 pounds on traveling. When you see Tommy speaking to Henry Waters, he's almost begging, going, "Can I come up? Do you need security?" Where do you think the money's coming from? Look at the four Britain accounts.
What Britain does, it has nothing to do. It's nothing to do with
this is to do. So Henry Waters and Tommy Robinson's last video together.
Mm-hmm. So what? So even if that was the case, which we know is not the truth, even if she was saying to Tommy, "Can you and a few lads come up for security because I trust you guys?" Isn't that on honest day's money? What's that got to do with Ralph?
Well, nothing. Like I said to him, why is he bringing up For Britain's accounts? It's nothing to do with Tommy Robinson and what For Britain. And if they're so public, she obviously isn't up to anything.
Yeah, it's because Ralph wants to have a dig at Anne-Marie Waters because he's got he's vengeful with her. Is it because he didn't fit in there? He didn't fit in with he couldn't get to Tommy. So these two people, it pisses him off because he don't like it when people see freedom, does he, Wendy? Like me and you, don't like it.
No.
Really upset. Yeah.
So it was beyond me why he came on, showing the accounts for Britain. I really didn't get that. Hang on a minute.
He's another obsessed cunt. He's just like Dan, but he's what you call a private schooled fucking knobend that's obsessed.
Thinks he's more important than what he is.
Yeah.
If you look at let me zoom it a bit more in for you. If you're having some trouble reading, we can see that of the £94,000 taken as consultancy by Anne-Marie Waters, obviously she likes that one, and the traveling 23,000 in security, Tommy has no money. He's looking at a piece of the action.
Oh, so hang on. So you're saying that Tommy's going there as security? Are you saying Tommy's going there as security?
No, Tommy's going there to stay relevant and stir up hatred against Muslims.
No, he's not.
Absolutely. Yes, he is.
Yeah, he is. Yes, he is.
And what? Hang on, wait a minute. What does the accounts of For Britain? What does the accounts of For Britain have to do with Tommy Robinson?
Are you that naive to have not watched the last one? Have you watched the Tommy Robinson video with Anne-Marie Waters?
Yeah.
So why are you asking me that question?
Because he said that he would go to Batley. He didn't say he was joining For Britain.
I'm not saying he was joining For Britain either.
So there you go then.
So no, what do you think? Sorry, Ron, I'm not making any points, aren't you? Are you the only person, because of your hatred of Muslims, that you can't see the obvious picture?
But everyone else can see it. You're totally missing the point.
I need to do with the phone call.
I'm not here to have a fucking argument with this lunatic German, okay?
He's not German. He's not German. He's not German. Where'd you get that from? He's not German. He just lives in Berlin.
Well, he's the one that tried to join PA when he's married to a German Jew, aren't you, Ralph?
Do you know his wife? You need to speak to Opsky, I think. Yeah, honestly.
I do know Ralph's wife.
I'm trying to come with your proper facts here.
Yeah, Banksy, what?
I actually do. I have met Ralph's wife a couple of times. Don't get me wrong. Ralph's wife is free of Ralph. I don't equate them together because she's a much nicer, lovelier person. But I don't know whether she's Jewish. I honestly wouldn't know about that. But yeah, I mean she's full on German, that's for sure. But I don't think. I mean I don't know where all that fits into this. But the one thing I want to say, the Batley thing. Tommy Robinson is going there because of Anne-Marie Waters, because he is going to support her campaign to run for a political office in Batley. Yeah. So you guys have seen the video of Anne-Marie and Tommy sitting on a bench in a park, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean that's perfectly well known. What's wrong with that? What's the mystery here?
Well, it seems to be some big deal.
The thing is, I don't even see this as like a major breaking news or something. Anne-Marie Waters is very well known, and the For Britain Party is very well known towards their stance against Islam and Sharia. They're campaigning to have halal meat banned, for fuck's sake. They're not keeping this shit secret.
No, very open about it.
And Tommy Robinson is known for his stance against Islam and Islamic grooming. This doesn't even who was shocked at these two sort of groups coming together in this scenario?
No. Tommy's always liked Anne-Marie. Always. Is that you, Busker?
Yeah, I'm here, yeah.
Right, okay.
Well, This is why I don't understand the way Ralph talks as if he's unveiled some deep conspiracy or like, dude, you are not telling anyone anything new.
This is what I mean. I didn't understand why he came on with the accounts of For Britain. It just didn't make sense to me.
But even if For Britain,
I just got to do this. I don't know why we're talking about Tony Martin so much in the chat. He's a fucking NF wanker.
I think he's under a fake account in the chat. I've worked out who it is.
Who is
then why don't he come on and speak for himself instead of fucking harassing people, our mods in the chat? Stop harassing our mods. Come onto the panel and have your fucking say. You asked for the link, you got to drop the link. Otherwise, piss off.
Who is it then, Busker?
Tony Martin, by the look of it.
I don't even know who these people are.
Oh, you don't want to, love. You don't want to. So.
Yeah. All Tommy is trying to stir up race hatred with the Muslims. There's going to be the Muslim Defence League there. There's also going to be, well, I'm going to be there for sure. Absolutely. He's trying to build his profile.
Well, it's nice to know that you're on the side of seeing white English people get hurt. Yeah, I like that.
Who's going to get hurt?
Well, you said that if you couldn't get at Tommy at Batley, you'd go to his house.
How many times has Tommy got to other people's houses? How many times has Tommy turned up on people's doors? I know, 20.
Well, not for a long, long time.
No, I didn't ask that. I asked you how many times did he doorstep people?
And it's always been to people who threatened him. Can you tell me when Tommy Robinson has threatened you?
He's never threatened me.
Well, there you are then. You've got no reason to go there then.
Listen, Wendy, I don't know where you get this backup of Tommy, this Tommy lover, this Tommy fan. You're like a fan of his, like a fanatic fan.
I do not. I'm not one of them. I'm not one of them. You know that.
Yeah, call Opsky. Opsky's had a drink with Ralph. Yeah, Opsky knows Ralph. Yeah, and his wife. Let's talk about it. She's got a lovely wife.
Good for Hopsky. Good for Hopsky.
I've met Ralph.
Call him, Ollie. Yeah, let's bring him to this.
It's no big deal. It's no big deal. I've met Ralph. I've met his wife.
Oh, did you get your medal? I'll send that medal to you, Jude.
What a fucking big deal.
Can I please have a medal?
Sorry, Banks. Yeah, I'll send you yours. Yeah.
Yeah, to be honest, she's polite, but she's very cold. But that's probably living with fucking Ralph.
Or it could be the German.
Yeah. Because the Polish are the same as well. They're very cold kind of thing.
They're not the huggy type.
No.
But no, look, I'll be honest. This whole thing about like going down and door stopping Tommy Robinson. The Ali Darwa's tried this. Ali Darwa tried to make his little fame. He made his name out of antics like that. The thing is, they got the wrong house, and then Tommy Robinson had to go to the house that they thought was Tommy's house and literally try to interview the poor people who are living there to try to prove that Tommy Robinson doesn't live there because people are going to start, I don't know, throwing bricks to the poor people's houses. This is the fucked up thing with these idiots, is that they go and they get the wrong address, and then they're going to have people throwing hate towards like innocent people. This is what Zubaydah did with me. She found the whole bunch of fucking family that had nothing to do, an Iraqi Arab family who she thought were my family, and tried to smear the poor people. So this is the problem. These idiots will do things that will harm innocent people. So I hope Brian Hurl doesn't end up going to the wrong fucking house and end up smearing some poor innocent people and making out as if that is Tommy Robinson's house. That's the only thing that we can wish for.
Yeah, but as per usual, Brian Hurl is the biggest hypocrite because he's bragged online about chasing someone down the road with a machete. According to him, he's been put in prison for fucking shooting someone. He's been in prison for stealing money, so he can't say anything about theft or donations. And on top of that, he went to meet someone waving a knife around. And he also stalked Omar at his house. So he's done all the things that he's moaning about again.
By the way, these are all the signs of things that bullies do. Absolute
Yes,
bullies,
exactly.
stalkers, creeps. That falls under all of that category.
Idiots. Right, hang on.
Ralph, are you flying especially back to go to Batley, Ralph?
He's not going back, Lee. He's not going back, Lee. I am.
Well, yeah, because if he was, I'd be very interested. Yeah.
Why?
He knows why.
Well, why don't you tell us? We're here now. There's no lies here.
No.
Brian knows the truth.
I heard you say, Brian, that Ralph was going to Batley and Chrissy Morris was going to Batley.
No, I didn't. No, he didn't. I said I spoke to Ralph 3-4 days ago, and I spoke to him and told him he's going to Batley on his live, and he put on there that Brian's going to Batley, called on Brian versus Tommy. And that was a bit over the top, but it's Brian. I am going to Batley. I do want to speak to Tommy, and I want to show him the videos of him doing gear, which I've got. I want to show him the fake video that he put up banging out the geezer, as well, and the actual real video where Tommy pushed him 3 times, because I've got the real video, not just where the geezer lifted his arm up.
Now? What? Pushed 2-3 times?
Tommy pushed this guy 3 times, and all Tommy put up there, because I speak to Callum, and we all know, he's disgruntled, Tommy calls him disgruntled. I've got the videos where they were sent from Callum.
No, Brian, you don't talk to fucking... No, you please tell me you don't talk to that idiot.
I do.
No.
Callum has released a lot, and can I say, look, I'm not from Batley, I'm not Yorkshire, neither is Wendy or Brian. This video came out 2 days ago from, if you want to play, it's only 2 minutes, from an actual resident of Batley, saying people like Wendy and Tommy, haters are not welcome.
You can play
it, Ralph. Haters are welcome,
Play it, Rob, then. Yeah, play it.
Sitting there. And this is from a person in Batley himself. So you just, if you let it through, Brian, you got to do the let through.
I'll let it through, Ralph. No problem.
And this is listen to a local Englishman telling that people like Tommy and the haters, racists are not welcome in Batley.
Thank you.
Proper Englishman from the area.
All right, let's have
this. Yes, he should know about Batley.
Okay.
What does it mean Tommy ain't welcome in Batley? It's his fucking country. He was born here. Any man born of this land is allowed to walk any fucking road, including the women. Shut the fuck up, Ralph. You ain't got one drop of fucking British in ya. Stay in Germany and shut your fucking gob, big-eared cunt.
Damn.
Fucking piss me off. Tell me people can't walk in Batley. What do you fucking mean?
Yeah,
fucking
well, what you're about to hear is some Yorkshire guy, some guy who lives in Batley. He's got to be on the left, right? So, yeah.
And tell me I should hate people who live in my town because it's not to do with you. They're not hurting anybody, so it doesn't affect you. They're not hurting anybody. So just leave them alone. Them being Muslim or them being Asian or them being Eastern European, how does that affect you? They're coming into your house and taking your stuff. No, coming to where they live and telling them that they're wrong. Like a few years ago, when EDL marched through town, and there were kids, and they were like 5-year-old kids, and they were crying. They were actually terrified because these guys were marching through town. They took them all off because I was coming back from Leeds, and I was auctioning with them, and the carriage was attached, and it worked exactly like you see it's on TV. Like,
I'm sorry, Wendy, but only Ralph could go and get the fucking Yorkshire Ripper to come and make a statement about Fucking, have you heard him? He sounds like the Yorkshire Ripper, that fella.
Look, he's someone who's in his greenhouse. He looks like a lefty. He talks like a lefty. And he's going back, harping back to the days of the EDL. It's ridiculous, but yeah.
It is ridiculous.
Screaming about nothing, just impotent rage at nothing. And they're coming into my town and scaring kids that are my neighbours. And the little kids, they've not done all wrong. So just, I don't get it. I cannot understand how you can be so angry that you need to come to somewhere that isn't your home and start yelling at people that live here because all they're doing is living life. It's like, how, I don't understand why you are so angry that you feel you need to do that. It doesn't make any sense to me.
Well, has he been living under a bush?
You've got enough to deal with.
He's from
Anyway, who says? Hang on, I never agreed with the EDL anyway. Right?
It's not what the EDL. It's what Tommy. Nothing to do with the EDL, Wendy.
This guy, weren't you listening? This guy was talking about the EDL anyway.
Yeah,
but the EDL are not going to ban.
Do you condemn the EDL? No, they're not.
In fact, I don't think Tommy will even go to Batley.
Does Tommy condemn the EDL? Do you condemn the EDL, Wendy?
I didn't like the EDL, no.
Do you condemn the EDL?
I don't have to condone or condemn anything. I'm not Muslim.
So by default, we'll decide that you do that.
Isn't me saying I didn't agree with the EDL enough?
Well, no. If I think there's a far-right racist group, I'll tell them. I'm disgusted with them and you should be fucking put to bed. Yeah?
You should ask Ralph about who's far-right, Brian. Ralph knows who's truly far-right.
I have every name of the far-right in the United Kingdom. Absolutely, I know all about them. Why
are you saying Tommy Robinson's far-right when he's not?
I have the largest database of BNP, Wendy. Wendy, you told people I was a member of the BNP. Am I on that list, Ralph, that you've got there?
We're not talking BNP, okay? So, Ralph, why would you say Tommy was far-right when you know he's not?
Tommy's just a Muslim hater and a racist. He's not far right. He's a Muslim hater and a racist.
There's no such word as an Islamophobe, and he doesn't hate all Muslims. You know this. You know this, Rob.
No, I mean, he hates. He's going up there to agitate. Despite being bankrupt,
he's not going.
And the woman, the mother of this child, is convicted twice for racial hate. Most of it is severe than yours.
Thank you, Ralph.
Severe for your crimes, Wendy. She's been committed twice
in a chip shop and a curry house. And she called people dirty
in a house of hate, racism and Islamophobia, P words and words. You should know what that's like, Wendy. And that's the culture.
Okay, so would you like to tell me, Ralph?
You can stand by it.
Ralph, explain to me what the mother has to do with a little school ground fight. What does that? I don't understand. Are you responsible for your children? Well, not when they're in school. The school are responsible.
So you wash your hands? You wash your hands of your children?
No, the school say.
So, what I was trying to get across, but he's obviously too dense to try and understand. When a kid goes to school, the child becomes the responsibility of the school while the child is in the school's care. That's what I was trying to get across.
I don't think you should even argue with Ralph. Look, he's obsessed with Tommy. We know he's obsessed with Tommy. They wanted Tommy. If Tommy overnight had said that he stood with the Nazis, he would have been the best thing since sliced bread. That's how much of a hypocrites they all are. They only slag him off because he is the one that's got the following. They're all jealous of him. And the reason that he's got the following is because he's not a Nazi. But these people are too thick to understand that. Now, all they want to do is constantly attack Tommy, constantly attack anyone who supports Tommy, which, by the way, why they go after us all the fucking time. Yeah? But at the end of the day, Ralph's just a cunt. All he is one big-eared cunt with a big gob. He was on that fucking Denim Pulse thing only about, 6 weeks ago? Sitting there.
Yeah.
He said Tommy was a scapegoat. He needs to make up his mind. So.
Yeah. Schools will tell you every parent.
Hold on. Can people time out all these trolls because there's nothing going on over on Zubida's. You've got Ralph over there trying to back her up because they don't like that they're taking another hit from us. That's all that's going on. So she's over there trying to slag off Belly to get the viewers up to knock the numbers down. That's all it is.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah,
Yes.
whatever. They can do what they
There's
want.
nothing going on over there. I've been and checked, because if there was, I would have played it.
Kid walks through the school gates. The school is responsible for the child.
Question. Third time lucky, maybe. Do you wash responsibility of your child as soon as
Don't try to get clever. Don't try to get clever, Ralph. Or I might have to play the Brutus
Why are you
tape.
trying to avoid the question?
Shall I play the
Who was the
Brutus tape?
responsibility of your children when they went to school? Not what the school did. What you did. Did you wash the responsibility? No, you did you?
No.
So it's like this mother who's racist.
But you are trying to equate. You're trying to equate whatever the mother got up. You're trying to put the sins of the mother onto the young boy, and that's not fair.
Are you saying that the mother is not responsible for her child?
The mother is not responsible for what went on in the school
Then the children should
playground.
be taken away from her, shouldn't they? If a mother gives up the responsibility of her own flesh and her own children, then she should be the children.
How the hell can he got into an argument in a school playground?
An argument. He also had 3 other incidents, Wendy. 3 other incidents previous this to bullying. Yeah, the
Let's talk about Jamal. And what has Jamal done? What has Jamal done in all this? Yeah? Nothing. Talk about Jamal. His love of knives. His love of hockey sticks. His love of hitting you little girls. His love of hitting little girls.
It never happened, Wendy. It never happened, Wendy.
Yes, it did happen.
Show me the evidence. Show me the evidence. I
told you I can't.
Transcripts, tell us.
You have a conclusion.
You have no evidence.
Hang on, Brian. Before Ralph arrived, yeah, I said to you, I'm on my phone. I'm not on my computer.
You log off and go get your evidence and then come back.
Ralph, you don't tell me what to fucking do.
Okay, but you sound stupid right now, do you?
You don't tell me what to do.
You see that kind of language, that culture, that Gungadin, that Paki, those things? That's what the mother was convicted of.
I never called you the P word. I never called you. And if you look in history, you are. You are.
You've got someone called DD wanting to join.
DD?
So the link is in the description. Click the link. I don't know who you are, but click the link.
Oh, has everyone? Oh, where's Banksy gone? And what's
I want to see what's going on Zubidas because we had a lot of time. Yeah.
Oh well, I shall cry. Yes, the link's in the description for anybody who wants it.
Are representative of the real Gungadin.
Yeah, but that racism that you're demonstrating right now, that's exactly what the mother went for. That's what Tommy stands for. The same racism
you just stood in the chip shop and
same racism you just demonstrated that you don't think is racism is the same reason Tommy is a racist.
So why
you not racist? You're just so blinded by hate.
No, you are so racist. You think you're someone when you know one.
Give me one in the chat if you think Wendy was racist right now. Let's have a one if the mom.
Yes, anyone put a one in the chat. Just to show Wendy this is the truth. Anybody, please put a one in the chat if they think Wendy is listening to a racist. This is racism and it's pure.
Do they know who Gungadin was for a start? Do they know who Gungadin was for a start?
It doesn't matter. The people don't agree with
Hang on, Gungadin was an Indian who sold out his own people to please the white man. To please the white man. Yeah?
Well, if you think she's racist, and this is Brian Hill.
See, Brian, you're not fair, Brian. You're far from fair.
Okay, you got the floor. Go on. You got the floor. Go on.
Gungadin was an Indian who sold out his own people to please the white man. Just what Ralph does. Just what Ralph does.
Okay, what about you calling people Toby? What about you calling my friend Esau the N-word? 41 times,
let's see. They are fictional characters. They are fictional characters from Roots.
Yeah, but you see, let Wendy go. She's hanging the Tommy Robinson movement. Because exactly
Hang
what
on.
Wendy does.
You're a racist yourself. Shall we bring it? When I log onto my computer, I'm going to have to play the Brutus tape. And I'm going to have to play all the times you use the N-word, you use the P-word, you
never get one of me ever using it. Never
use monkey chants, yeah? You, Ralph, you used monkey chants, right? So,
it doesn't matter what you try, my dear. It makes no difference. It doesn't deflect from your
what
racism.
racist are you?
It doesn't deflect from your racism, does it?
Well, it doesn't deflect from your racism neither.
So please, Brian's going
So you're a racist too. You're a racist too. You're a racist too.
Brian's going to confront Tommy with the right question.
Brian, you haven't heard the Brutus tape, have you, Brian?
You'll
hear it tonight, Brian. You'll hear it tonight. And I think you'll have a different idea about the person you think is wonderful. Yeah.
I can put it out there now. I've got respect for Ralph. Yeah, I've heard his views. I know he's far intelligent than me and yourself. I know what he is on the bigger agenda. Yeah, on the
NRX is a pile of shit.
I'm just an elderly Asian migrant, Brian, just trying to get my way through the day. But the point is, see, the important message here is the Wendy's and the Tommies of the world going up to share to spread their hate and agitate. They don't even see themselves as racist or haters.
Even what about the Bengalis? What about the Bengalis, Wendy? What did you say about the Bengalis?
Yeah, what about them?
Well, someone's asking me what you said about the Bengalis. Someone's asking me. What did you say about the Bengalis?
Well, say people what they said about our Remembrance Day, okay?
I don't know.
See, whenever I have said anything like that, it's been when my country or my people have been attacked.
What's your country?
Oh, I don't know. Australia.
You own nothing in this country. We own nothing in this country. We're English as people.
You might want to be a globalist. You might want to be a globalist. I don't. Right?
It's like me and you.
I don't want to be a globalist.
I'm not a many times, Wendy. No, not my Wendy, but I've said this as many times. It's like two fleas fighting over the dog that they live on.
I don't care. This is my country. I don't care. You be one of them left out the cold, Brian. You be one of them left out the cold, Brian.
Wendy, how is this country yours? It's got nothing to do with you.
My country. My country.
It's not yours.
Not yours. You belong in India.
The people don't
you, Ram. You belong in India, Ralph. Why don't you go back to southern India, Ralph?
Your opinion. You only have to listen to 10 to 15 seconds. And I want your opinion, Brian, or the chat. If you think this woman is I've let it through, yeah. So if you let me know if you have to do the share thing again, Mike. You have to let, you the chat have to know if you think this woman has any ground to stand on, because this is the Tommy Robinson stand, yeah?
None at all. Wendy knows my feelings about her. I think Wendy's a racist. I have many videos of her being racist, calling my friend the N-word.
Me doesn't already know, Ralph. Yeah?
No, Ralph, this woman is a fully fledged racist.
Look, I'm going to get on with other stuff. This is not about you, Wendy.
She tried to turn the British friends against me. Ralph, she tried to
about you neither, Ralph. Yeah? You won't get nowhere near Tommy Robinson. You tried hard enough, Ralph. You tried hard enough, Ralph. You got as far as getting close to Danny Tomo, but you got no further, didn't you, Ralph? You got no further.
You're very triggered. You're down now further. This is not about you or anything. This is about bringing down the Islam of
you tried to get close to Tommy, and you got nowhere. PA took you in for a long dog.
Willie Burke, A.K. Sullivan, Jada Franson, Mark
You're a lonely dog, right? A little mutt. Right, you're a lonely dog, a little mutt. Right? PA took you in, and then they kicked you out, didn't they? Then they kicked you out, didn't they?
I never belonged to you, dear. You're so behind the curve. I never belonged.
Because you're such a lonely dog, like a mutt. You're like a mutt wandering around. Line 59. Wandering around looking for a home.
You brought up a child who raped a little girl, didn't you, Wendy? Yes.
No.
Yes. Your son raped a little girl, was involved in the rape of a little girl. You're in no position to open your mouth.
Hang on, let me press record. Can you repeat that? Can you repeat that, please? I fucking thought so, lying bastard.
Well, I'll tell you what we're going to do, Wendy. Yeah,
you know what I said? When I said, hang on, let me press record, yeah, I was recording all the time. But that's how low that evil pig goes. When he loses, you know, when he's losing an argument, he will go as low as he possibly can. He's evil, and, you know, and people have got to wake up to that.
Yeah. Well, I have to laugh because Hell and Bleeding Heart and Esau have been running around saying that I said that Zikos raped me and I was pregnant. Trying to
intimate. Oh my God.
Made pregnant by someone, which of course is not what I said. What I said was he threatened to rape me in a side chat. And he threatened rape and torture actually. But I did promise I wouldn't go into details of that, so I won't go into details of it because it's all forgotten with. It was him trolling and being nasty, and it's forgotten with. But they had to add the other bit on because they're sickos.
Yeah, because there's something wrong with them. Is that you, Busker?
Yeah, I'm back.
Yeah. What's up? You're very quiet.
Huh?
You're very quiet.
No, because my PC keeps running out of electric, so now I have to switch phones and that. So.
Can you not charge your PC up? Can you not plug it into the socket?
I thought it was charged up, but it wasn't. I told you it's got a dodgy thing on it, you know.
Oh, right, I get you. Yeah, I had one of them. Yeah.
Yeah, get another one.
I must have about 6 laptops in the cupboard.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So at the moment we've got Brian all wound up over there. We've got fucking.
What's Brian wound up over?
Oh, just you. I'm talking about you.
Look, Jukes. I'm not being funny, right? But the way he was agreeing with Ralph, right? Okay, I've had enough of this idiot, whoever he is. The way he was agreeing with Ralph, there was no way in hell I was going back there at 8:30. No, I fully intended to do this tonight. See what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
He's an idiot.
When he was over there and you agreed it, I was like, what the fuck?
No.
I was like, now I am going to go on and disturb. I'm not lying. I was. What the fuck is she doing now?
You know me well enough. You know there's no way I'd do that. No, not a chance.
So I just sat back and waited. I waited, and then I got away.
But he falls for it all the time. So, Busker, what have you been up to, love?
Oh, I don't know. You know me. I'm just involved in about 5 different court cases at the moment, but that's about it.
Oh, God. Oh, right.
No word of a lie. I'm involved in about 5 different court cases. If there's a witness, oh my God, Jesus Christ.
What, against you, or just for being a witness? Or
well, one may be against me, but no. But the other one of them I can't talk about. You know what I mean? But you know who have been in touch. That one is going. If that one goes ahead, that is going to be the crime of the century, and you know that. So, but we can't talk about it on here yet. So,
how's Ambrosine?
Well, she's still ill. Last time I spoke to her.
Oh, that could be your ME, you know.
Yeah. I've texted her. She didn't get back to me. I texted her. She didn't get back to me.
Have you ever heard of, like, you know, calling?
That's why we have WhatsApp and that, so we don't have to call people anymore.
It's funny, isn't it? I think it depends on what mood you're in. You either text if you can't be bothered to talk, and then if you're in the mood to talk, you'll ring someone. It's weird. Yeah.
Oh.
Come on, then. You're too quiet, Busker.
Hey?
You're too quiet, Busker. You normally come on with a complaint of some sort.
What?
Have you been to any protests? Have you been,
No, there's not been any this weekend, is there?
I don't know. I don't know. We've lost every right we've ever had. Have they been in the streets? I don't know.
No, well, yeah, there's nothing like football to bring the men of the country out onto the streets. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, football, yeah.
Fucking pisses me off that men will come out on the street for football, but they won't come out on the street for fucking anything else. That really fucking annoys me.
Oh, all right, you fucking wuss, shush.
Yeah,
we've got old group of girls over there calling out Veli and saying that they're going to war with Veli again now.
Hang on, so what the hell has Veli done?
Apparently he started on Muslims. I don't know how he's done that. But you know what, you've got Zabida over there. Yeah, he started on Muslims. Once this is out, once I give it out, because she reckons she's got his address. Once it's out there, it's out of her hands, you know. Bit Brian Early.
Oh, she's
And then you got the dancing Egyptian in the background talking his shit. Yeah.
Well, she's flying a bit close to the wind there, isn't she?
Doing
that.
But yeah,
she's making a lot of enemies, that woman.
Oh, come off.
What?
Someone just hope Minx looks like an older version of Daniela Westbrook.
Oh, please.
After her nose collapsed? Yeah, definitely.
That woman is a cheap tart who will talk about sex in front of her 13-year-old son. And he will talk about sex to her like, I don't know, she's one of the kids in the playground, one of his schoolmates. It's disgusting.
Very disgusting. The videos that are over on Base Luke, well, they show her in her true light. Let's just say that. 2-bit or showing off her frippany bit all over the place. Her frippany bits on a slot machine.
She's right. She is a cheap tart. That's what she is.
Yeah, but don't forget what she said when she first went on there. Everybody, all women hate her, instinctively hate her because they know she could take their husbands away. Fucking another nutcase.
Well, I don't have a husband she could take away. But I don't like her because she's a cheap tart. I'm sorry. I certainly don't like her after I've seen those videos of her talking about masturbating and all the rest of it. And her son, her little boy, is sat right next to her at the time.
Yeah. Yeah. She was sitting there saying that she smacked it like a tomato sauce bottle.
There you go. But while a kid was sat in the same room.
Yeah, I know.
No morals. No, you know. But
the Fazza's gone live saying we're all free from Zabida. They've had enough of her. So who were these Muslims backing you up then, Zabida? You know, you're all going to war with Veli, but the Muslims have already said that they ain't with you. What the fuck?
No, she's at war with Veli, Betty, me and you. I mean, she never stops being at war with me and you. So that's Veli, Betty, me and you, Who else is she at war with now? She's at war with a lot of people. Oh, Safars. Banksy, that's 6. The list is endless. Oh, Chartel, right? So, but I really don't know what Belly's done. I mean, he hasn't done anything.
Well, I think all it is allowed Betty to sit on the channel, and at the moment,
But Betty's played right into Sabida's hands there. I'm afraid. Oh, I to me, it's like, oh, my name's Betty, and I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to start slacking off a woman who I met in London, and I text regularly, and I had a meal with, and I told her all my secret thoughts, because she was closer to Sabida than she was. I mean, it was much closer than my friendship with Betty Jukes, right? So when I heard Sabida going off the other night, I thought, well, what could Betty expect? Do you see what I mean?
Yeah. I just think it's hilarious because at the end of the day, they were both dream teams, weren't they?
Yeah.
Now they're out. But Betty can hold her own. Betty can hold her own. And hi Raymond. And Betty can hold her own, but Zubida gives out cusses as well. So I mean, it's just going to go two ways for a while. But I had to laugh because there was Zubida on Hurls yesterday. I think the Wasp actually done a breakdown of it if you want to play it. But saying about the way he dresses and that, and I thought, fucking hell, Zubida, when you attacked Banksy, you was wearing baggy fucking tracksuit bottoms that still managed to show your fucking camel toe. So I don't know who's worse. No.
Oh, right.
But yeah, she had a really bad rant yesterday. The Wasp caught it. He's broke it down. He's just uploaded Poor Bleeding Heart losing Brian to Minx. I don't know what that's about. Do you want to play that?
He does make me laugh with what. Yeah, why not?
Let's just see what he's been putting out.
Yeah.